Imagine this. You go to sleep tonight like any normal person, nothing unusual. You set your alarm, put your phone down, and fall asleep. But when you wake up the next morning, everything is different. Your phone has hundreds of notifications. The news is talking about you. People you've never met are waiting outside, and somehow, you've become the leader of the United States. Now be honest, what's the first thing you'd do? Most people say they'd make huge changes immediately. But I think something interesting would happen. The moment you sit in that chair, you'd realize how little you actually know. Not because you're unintelligent, but because running a country is completely different from talking about one. Think about it. From the outside, every problem looks simple. Why not lower prices? Why not fix traffic? Why not end conflicts? Why not help everyone? Sounds easy, until you're the one expected to do it. Suddenly, you're handed giant reports filled with information, economic reports, security reports, international updates, problems happening in places you've never even heard of. And every report ends the same way. What should we do? That's when things start getting stressful. Because every decision has consequences. If you help one group, another group might be unhappy. If you spend money in one place, you might have less money somewhere else. There are no perfect choices, only trade-offs. And honestly, I think that's the part most people underestimate. The internet makes leadership look easy. Everyone has an opinion, everyone has a solution, but actually making decisions, that's a completely different game. Then imagine walking into your first meeting. The room is filled with experts, people who have spent decades studying economics, military strategy, technology, healthcare, law, and now they're all looking at you, waiting for your decision. No pressure. At this point, I think most people would stop trying to sound confident and start asking questions. Lots of questions. Because the smartest thing you can do when facing a giant problem is admit you don't know everything, and that's something many people forget. The best leaders aren't always the loudest people in the room. Sometimes they're the people willing to listen. Now let's say you survive the meetings, you survive the interviews, you survive the endless phone calls, you somehow make it through the day. Then night arrives, and you finally get a moment to think. You look back at the last 24 hours, and suddenly something becomes very clear. Power isn't the hard part, responsibility is. Knowing that millions of people are affected by your choices, that's the hard part. Every mistake matters, every success matters, every word matters, and honestly, after experiencing all that, I think most people would come to the same conclusion. Being the leader of a country sounds amazing, until you're actually the one doing it. Then it starts feeling less like a dream job, and more like the most stressful job on earth. And if you somehow survived the entire day, you'd probably go home, lie down on your bed, and hope that tomorrow morning, everything goes back to normal.